Everybody, welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to show you how 5G affects the lungs and how the coronavirus affects the lungs. Here you see there's like a 98% of energy absorbed by oxygen by the 5G of 60 gigahertz what 5G radiates. You have this guy on the YouTube is from the Leave Oxygen Alone or channel. And this video is called How Do 60 gigahertz wireless signals affect our air?
Molecules are being rotated by the 60 gigahertz signal. And because 60 gigahertz means 60 billion times per second, these oxygen molecules could be spinning pretty quickly. And that could very possibly hinder the ability of oxygen to bind to hemoglobin. This effect on oxygen isn't something we can see, and the research regarding this issue only goes so far. We should only be rolling out this signal if we're entirely sure that it's safe. The idea that big tech will soon be experimenting with our air is frightening.
Hemoglobin is a protein in your red blood cells that carries oxygen to your body's organs and tissues and transports carbon dioxide from your organs and tissues back to your lungs. Fixed wireless communications at 60 gigahertz unique oxygen absorption properties. Some common atmospheric molecules such as oxygen and water can absorb and radiate energy in their natural resonant frequencies such as 60 gigahertz. You have the lungs, and in the lungs you have the alveoli. What are alveoli? They are an endpoint of the respiratory system. Exchange oxygen and carbon dioxide in the bloodstream. So how it looks like, but it's very small.
The oxygen molecules from the alveolus diffuse into the capillary and then get absorbed by the bluish-purple RBCs. This causes oxygenation of the RBCs, and a transition in their color from bluish-purple to red is observed.
When these RBC gets the oxygen, they turn red. When the RBC don't get oxygen, they get blue.
To improve have led me to believe that COVID-19 is not this disease and that we are operating under a medical paradigm that is untrue. These patients are slowly being starved of oxygen. I have seen patients dependent on oxygen take off their oxygen and quickly progress through a state of anxiety and emotional distress and eventually get blue in the face. And while they look like patients absolutely on the brink of death, they do not look like patients dying of pneumonia.
So these patients get blue in the face, so the RBC doesn't get the oxygen. You could say this is from the 5G waves, that the oxygen uptake doesn't work properly from the respiratory system. But the flu can do the same. I cannot find the article anymore or the video. Yeah, there was like a video on YouTube where the doctors say the respiratory system creates mucus in the cells or in the alveoli. They block the oxygen to come into the cells, to get in. So it could be both. Or this common flu was made deadly by 60 gigahertz frequencies. I don't think it's coincidence. There is for sure a correlation. Well, thank you for watching, and let me know what you think, and subscribe to the channel.
To love